Whatever you do, don't let him drift away.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Mastermind Creations Stray. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have Stray. His name is Stray. He's a swordsman. On this side of the box, we have Stray and Stray. Stray and Stray. On the bottom, warning, please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. On the top of the box, we have Stray. On the back of the box, we have your obligatory product shots. He can stand, he can run, he can stand, he can be a car, and he can stand and stand some more. His standing game knows no bounds, and that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with another nice image there of Stray, and on the back you have the tech specs if that interests you. Hooray for cards. Then moving right along, here we have Mastermind Creations Stray, aka IDW Drift, and this is a really cool figure. I quite dig this guy right here. So here he is in his vehicle mode, just a very sleek vehicle mode. It looks very cool. I love the design of it. Quite nice. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You do have that, it's not gold, it's that spicy mustard color. Now Mastermind has adopted the spicy mustard. But the spicy mustard there for the headlights. Of course, you have the red stripes going up the top. You have nice tinted transparent plastic there for the wind shields. And you got some nice, looks like a dark blue in there. But yeah, some nice coloration on this figure. You get some nice metallic paint right up top here. Some grays. Overall, very nicely done. Some red back here for the taillights. And there's the underside. And he does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. But yeah, pretty cool looking vehicle mode. I like it. And for comparison, here it is with Mastermind's Rodimus. Just so you can see how they scale with one another. And here he is with the Generations Deluxe Drift. So there you go. Now as far as accessories go, Drift here does include tools for maximum shankitude. It does include two of the little cleaver looking swords here. And the blades are done in a very nice silver. Quite cool. The handle done in black, a little bit of red there. So you get two of those. And you also get the long sword here, which again has a very nice silver blade. And the handle on this one is done in like a dark blue with the red there. And you can store all of the weapons on the vehicle mode. To store these swords right here, they just slide up into these slots here, and they're little tabs that will go into these slots right there. So you just slide these up until everything lines up. And then you just push them down. And that secures that in place. Slide that up. And just get that all lined up like that. And you got those stored underneath the vehicle mode. And for this sword, you want to remove the blade, which is quite snug in there. Come on, there you go. Remove the blade. The handle just pegs in right there, like so. And the blade just slots in right there, which I'm not a big fan of because it is just kind of hanging out the back. But yeah, no, it is what it is. At least everything does store in there. So at least it's storage. It doesn't affect the rolling. Everything still rolls nice and smoothly. But yeah, I don't know. That's me. I'm not a fan of that. I wish you could have been able to, store it so the blade sits underneath the car instead of hanging out the back like that. Not the end of the world, but would have been nice. But yeah, that is basically it for the vehicle mode. Love the look of it. I think it looks so cool. But let's get down to transformation, shall we? So first thing we need to do is to remove all of the weapons. Give me. And just put those off to the side. So just untab those, slide them out. And now we can get started. Let me raise up a little bit so I got some rooms to operate already. So first thing you want to do is come right up here to the front bumper. Just want to untab these sections right here. and you want to turn them up. The wheel section right here is going to shift inward like that. Just shift that in. Once you do that, you want to come to the side here, and you want to untab the foot. You can see there's a slot right there. You can see a tab right there, and also tabs in right here on the side, right in there. So once you do that, you can bring that down. You also want to untab the hip. Just kind of bring the leg down, because I don't know how well you can see it, but there is there you go, a little tab that just goes into a slot right there in his hip, in the back of his hip. Just undo that, and then you can just bring the leg down. That will lock into place. And then you take this section right here, you bring that up, bring the toe down, bring the foot up, and the section back here, you just bring up like so to make the heel. And there you have a leg all done. Second verse, just like the first. So just untab and tab his leg, bring that around, bring this up, toe down, foot up, and undo the heel. And there you have the legs all done. And now we will move on to the upper body here. So what you want to do is you want to take this panel right here and just pop this up. It just tabs in on either side there. So just bring that up, and that will allow you to take the arms here and just bring them out and up like so. Like that. And then you can just take the arm, bring it down, rotate it so everything's oriented properly, rotate the wrist so that's oriented properly, and then you can just bring the whole arm down like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring that down, rotate, rotate, straighten it out, bring the arm down, and you got that done like that. And now you want to take this cockpit section here. You just want to bring this up on that double hinge, which will allow you to split this and bring it out to the side. And once you've done that, you can now rotate him 180 at the waist, like so. And now that we've done that, we want to open up the chest. And before we do the next step, we want to take these little panels here, and we want to flip these out, like so. And now, we're going to take this whole assembly here and just swing it around. Make sure his giant shoulders get out of the way. So swing all this around, which will bring his head up. And this, as you can see, will peg in right there. And also make sure that this bit ends up inside this right here. So just make sure you get everything sitting the way you want it to. Like so, like so. Make sure everything's lined up right there. And these panels right here will just fold in to fill in that gap under the arm, like so. And now that we've got that done, you just close up his chest, turn his head around, and you can take this right here. It's on a double hinge. You can just bring that up, just tuck that up. It's a little neater. Take these, just kind of angle them back. And there's one last little step we need to do. And that is back here with these wheels. The wheels will fold up right there like so. So everything's nice and clean. Oops, sorry buddy, didn't mean to drop you there. Don't cut me, man, don't cut me. But just flip those up like that. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. We're done. And there you have Stray, aka Drift, in his robot mode. And he's a good looking Drift, a very nicely done figure in my opinion. I likes it. I likes it very much. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at that noggin. Very nicely done head sculpt here. Again, you got kind of the spicy mustard color there on the helmet. Nice blue for the eyes. Got some red trim going down the side of the head. Yeah, nicely done head sculpt in my opinion. Got some nice new details that are revealed here in robot mode. Some more of that spicy mustard. But looks good though. It looks good. I quite dig it. And going up the back, you can see it's a very clean transformation. Just has a little cockpit there hanging off his butt. But other than that, very clean transformation. Of course, you got the huge shoulder pads. One thing that is a little annoying is that the wheels will still roll a little bit. So even though they're tucked up, they'll still kind of do that, which is kind of annoying. But that's fine, not the end of the world. All in all, though, looks quite good. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You get a bit of wiggly. You can look up a little bit, look down a little bit, can do a full 360. The shoulders are on a ball joint, so they can do a full 360. You got some forward and backward movement as well. A lot of forward and backward movement, actually. You also have that transformation hinge as well for your outward movement. You do have bicep rotation. You have a double-jointed elbow. So you get a nice range of movements there. The wrists are on a ball joint, so they can wiggly waggly as well. The hands can open and close, and the index finger is a separate piece there. You do have waist rotation. All the joints on this guy are nice and snug too. Like they're maybe a little too snug, but still, it's nice. And these flap pieces, the crotch flap pieces. Crotch flap pieces. That's the technical term. The crotch flap pieces can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward, that far, back, about that far, outward. Can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You got a double jointed knee. So you got nice full range of movement there. Little shoulder spikes. Do whatever you want with those. And the feet are on a ball joint. They can move up. They can move down. You got tiltage, you got rotation, and you even have a toe joint there as well on a ball joint if you need that. So he is quite poseable. And of course, if you wish, you can give him his weapons. You can give him the two big swords here, two big cleavers. Have him wielding those if you wish. If you don't want him holding them, you can store them right in here. In these sheaths, like so. So you got storage for those, or you can have them holding the big sword right there and wielding that, which looks equally as cool. If you don't want him holding that, there is also storage for that in robot mode. You just come back here and you flip out this little panel right here. And this will just come down right there like that for storage. So you can store the sword on his back if you want to, which is pretty cool. So you have storage for all of your weaponry. And I dig that. I dig that very much. But a warrior should be holding his sword. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with Mastermind Rodimus. They scale nicely together, I think. They look good together. Here he is with the SXS Rodimus. You can see how they look together. Just because, here he is with Mastermind's Megs. Just you can see how they scale with one another. And here he is with the Generations Deluxe Drift. You can see how they scale with one another. So there you go. So there you have Mastermind Creations Stray, another very nicely done figure by Mastermind. Really cool. Very much enjoy it. Pretty much everything on this figure is nice and solid and sturdy. All the joints are just nice and snug. Easy to play with, easy to pose. You know, just a very enjoyable figure. The transformation is pretty smooth and fluid. You know, I like how Mastermind has come up with this method of making the transformations not too complicated, but not too simple. I mean, it's still a pretty straightforward transformation, but it gets the job done, and it gets it done pretty dang successfully, in my opinion, anyway. So for me, anyway, it seems like they've hit that happy medium between not too complicated, but not too simple. You still feel like you're doing something, but you don't feel like you're doing too much. But that is just my personal opinion. What do you think? Sound off. So there you go. So if you would like this or any of Mastermind Creations' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Mastermind Creations Stray, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Welcome aboard, Drift. Now, if you want to serve on this vessel, there are 2 rules you need to remember. Number 1, the captain is always right. And number 2, the captain is always right. Oh, wait, so who's the captain? Me. I'm the captain. You. Yeah. So I have to do everything you say. Yes. I quit. Hey! What? Hey! Come on, man, it's not that bad working for me. We have Taco Tuesdays. Taco Tuesdays!